I think my father is about the smartest guy in the world. I would say that most daughters probably think that of their fathers, but actually these days I only know a couple of girls that would say that about their father. Anyway, among other things, I base this on the fact that he has figured out how to cure women from shopping. Think about how many men you know that are always complaining about how much the women in their life shop. I hear it all the time. That could have something to do with owning a trading post. They make jokes about how much they spend, how much time they waste, the junk they get, and so on and so on and so on. Well, my dad has solved this problem. He never complains about the shopping habits of any women in his life, and there are many. He doesn't have to because he has cured them. And here is how he did it. £1, go shopping with them. If your wife or girlfriend says she wants to go the mall to pick up a few things, do not say, "Okay honey, I am exhausted from work, so I am going to relax and watch the game. You have a good time." Never do that. No, never. If you want to gain control, you must push yourself, no matter how tired you are. And go shopping with her. You must do whatever you have to do to get to go along with her. Depending on your relationship, you can use different excuses. It is always best to make them think that you are going just for their sake, that you are sacrificing for them. Say you would miss her too much if she went without you. Say that you would go anywhere just to be with her. Say it's a dangerous part of town, and even though you know she can handle anything herself, you would worry if she went alone. But if you have been married a while and she is used to you not going with her, you may have to say things like, you have something you wanted to check on, or that you have been thinking lately that you have not spent enough time with her. Important tip, never lie. A lie would be felt even if she doesn't consciously realize it's a lie. She will feel you are being insincere. It's okay to exaggerate or mix fact and fiction, but never say something that you totally do not feel. If you have trouble feeling any of the excuses I mentioned, think about it like this. You really would follow her anywhere to keep her from spending your whole paycheck. You really would worry no matter what part of town if she went by herself. There's no telling what she would redecorate the house with. So now that you are safely in the car with them, proceed to step 2. £2, ask them where they would like to go, then mention some places that you would like to go if there is time. It is very important to make sure that one of the places you have to go is to get or do something that is important for more people than just yourself, such as to get something to fix the home, supplies for a group outing, something for one of the kids, a gift for your parents, anything. Just let her know that you think about more people than yourself, and your shopping trips aren't all for self-pleasure. Then after you establish that you need to go somewhere for someone else, quickly follow that swing with the knockout blow. Act like her shopping is more important to you than your own and go to her places first. No matter how much she protests, if she says that yours will be faster, or even if she says that yours is more important, still don't do it. Insist on doing her shopping first. This accomplishes 2 things. She feels important to you, and it puts responsibility on her to not take too long. You are now starting to get into her mind, but don't let your guard down too soon. The battle is not won yet. £3, take her to more places than she wants to go. This is probably the most important step, and you must persevere to the bitter end. If she is looking for a specific item, go to the ends of the earth, or at least the end of the city, to find just the right one. Even if she finds something on the first stop that she likes, don't let her buy it yet. Make her check some other places. Use whatever reason you have to get her to check other stores. If she is a girly girl, then tell her you just don't know if this one is good enough for her, that some other brand makes a better product. Or if she pretends to be, I say pretend because I don't think any men really believe women are a bargain shopper, then tell her they might have it cheaper at some other store. Anyway, you have to drag her to a couple more stores before letting her buy the item. It is even better if you have to go back to the first place to actually buy If she is just shopping for fun and not some specific item, then same thing. Go to the places she wants to go, then drag her to this place and that place using the excuse that you think she will like them. Take your time, point out all sorts of things in the stores, act interested in what she is looking at, offer valid opinions and concern even if it's over what brand of toilet paper she should get. Whatever you do, do not rush her. Shop with her till she is dead tired, and then a while longer. When you first start implementing this program, you should shop with her so long that you cannot make it to the places you want to go, or you just barely make it before closing time. Show her you are willing to sacrifice your desires to please her. The main reason you mentioned wanting to go to these places in the first place is just to have somewhere else to drag her if she finishes with her shopping too soon. For this to successfully work, you must wear her out. Totally. Keep her on her feet as long as you can. Hopefully for your sake, she will be wearing high heels. This is a great opportunity for you, as she should wear out faster. If she does wear high heels once at the beginning of the day, you should take off walking fast and leave her behind. Then stop dead in your tracks and walk back to her, apologizing up and down for being so inconsiderate. Then the rest of the time be careful to pace yourself with her. Toward the end of the day, when you know her feet are killing her, you need to walk off one more time and then come back expressing so much concern for her feet and how tired she must be. Kill her with concern and kindness, but take her to just one more place. I know that by this time you are nearly dead yourself, but you must not let her see it. Tap into that internal endurance that sustained your ancestors in battle, that climbed the highest peaks, that explored new worlds and led conquests against insurmountable odds. Be strong, endure and never give up. Persevere to the bitter end, and you will be victorious. A few times of this and her reformation will be complete. Shopping will lose its attraction. Before long, just saying the word to her will make her tire and bring a frown to her face. The great thing about this kind of training is that it takes place on a subconscious level, removing all of the positive reinforcements that cause compulsive shopping, and yet consciously she will love you more for all the effort you went through to please her. If you follow this guide closely, there is no way to lose. It's a win-win situation. Line of hyphens. My father has trained the women around him to such perfection that he can now let us go shopping on our own most of time without worrying about us spending too much or coming home with something crazy. Nowadays he only does a refresher course a couple of times a year. I got mine the other day. We left early in the morning to an appointment at the chiropractor for his back. He has a lot of back pain, and to get a new mattress for me. We were going to be right back so I could go to work. It turns out he did not have an appointment in the morning, but at 4:30 p.m. So we went to 4 places to look at mattresses. Had lunch at a Mexican restaurant I like. He hates Mexican food, but insisted on taking me, and he never complained, except to say that he could see why the Spanish were so anxious to travel to new places to set up settlements. We went to 3 places looking at furniture for my new room. 3 places looking at clothes. Finally the chiropractor. Then since it's closing time, let's go by the meat market for scraps for your dogs. Now I consider myself one tough cookie. I was raised like this after all. But by this time I just want to find a place to flop down for a few hours without moving. He expresses his concern. I am so sorry, you are so tired. I kept you out too long. I just wanted to make sure we got the right things for your new room, etc., etc., etc. Fine. Fine. Can we go home now? Oh no. We have to go grocery shopping still, and we have to go to Walmart to pick up some odds and ends for the room. He can take longer in Walmart than any living soul. There was another girl with us that day. She struggled along till Walmart, where she gave up the fight and went to the truck to take a nap. It's dark by the time we leave home. No way. Since we are so tired he wants to take us to have coffee and pastries before we go home. So take it from a now shop-phobic woman. If you follow this guide to the letter, though it may be difficult at times, the pain you suffer now will pay off for years to come. From first-hand experience, I can solemnly promise you this.